want to say good evening, everyone. And how's our day been? We bless God for how He has helped us in the course of the day. Yes, last week we talked about personal accident insurance. You know, I started this year with benefit policy. You know, the first meeting this year, we talked about medical expenses insurance. That's also a benefit policy. Last week, we talked about personal accident insurance. It's also benefit policy. So today, we want to look at why life insurance is a benefit to the assured. Why life insurance is a benefit to the assured. Yes, in 2020, October precisely, I conducted a survey about life insurance. 75% of my respondents, they answered to the question, would you be willing to buy life insurance if you know what is in need for you? So I have 75% of my respondents then said that they will be willing to buy life insurance if they know what is in need for them. I have 16% said if that they will not be willing, you know, and I have 9% saying they were not sure. The 9% were not sure. So yes, I'm sorry, I was trying to go live on Facebook. Yes, I'm already on Facebook too. Thank you. So 75% said they are willing to buy life insurance if they know what is in need for them. So that tells me something, that a lot of people, they are not aware of the benefits of life insurance. I mean, that's why when you talk about life insurance in our, in our country, that is, you know, we are religious in Nigeria. Some people will say, oh, don't just talk about that. I will not die in Jesus' name. Or some will say, inshallah, I will not die, this and that. No, nobody wants to hear about life insurance, because people think once you talk about life insurance that you are talking about death. So that is what we want to demystify. In the course of the next 5 to 6 weeks, we'll be talking about life insurance. I'll be talking about the benefits we have, you know, the benefits that is embedded in life insurance. I believe you can all hear me. We'll be talking about the benefits that's embedded in life insurance. Now, let's look at, I want us to talk about the types of life insurance. As individuals, we are starting on individual policies. So on individual basis, we have we have 3 types of life assurance policy. Please, can you all hear me? Hello?
We can.
Oh,
we can hear you.
Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much. So we have 3 types of life insurance. So today I'll be talking about the first one, which is term assurance. I'll be discussing term assurance, whole life assurance, and endowment assurance. So today, I'll be talking about term assurance. Now, let's look at term assurance policy. Let's look at the features. You know, it's the most basic form of life assurance. How do I mean? It's very simple to effect. And it's very cheap. It's the cheapest form of life assurance. With as low as 2,500 naira, just common 2,500 naira, you can buy a life policy. You can buy term assurance, and you have the cover of up to the tune of like 500,000 cover. What do I mean by that cover? As if in case of death, in case of eventuality, the family will have 500,000 naira cash given to them. Just like I said, yes, it's not that once you hear about life insurance, or if you are being asked to pick up a life insurance, that person is thinking of death for you. No, it's not about death, but it's about the security. It's about just like when we were starting this program, when I was laying the foundation of insurance, let us understand that insurance is about unforeseen, in case, just in case. Insurance works on probability, just in case it happens. It may not. So when you pick up term assurance, it's very cheap, and I mean on annual basis. You renew it, it is renewable on annual basis. So when anything happens, your family, your loved ones, they know that there is something to fall back on. So it's an annual policy. It pays out only if death occurs. Only if death occurs, term assurance pays out. Just like your car insurance. You know, car insurance, if you do car insurance, you know, you cannot make claim if you do not have accident or your car is stolen or something. So it is only when that loss occurs. You can do a term assurance, and to God be the glory, your life, you do not die. The person, the assured is not dead, does not die because of the policy. So I mean, but you would have enjoyed that peace of mind that okay, in case anything had happened. So it has no surrender value. Those are the features of term assurance. It is a very cheap, the cheapest form of life assurance. It is an annual policy. It only pays when death occurs. So those are the features. Now let's look at the benefits. Let's look at the benefit of term assurance to the assured. Now, to the assured, it helps the assured to secure financial protection for the family. It helps the assured to secure financial protection to the family. Do you understand? It is affordable to the assured. It is affordable. You know, the first point is it helps the assured to secure financial protection. How do I mean? Just like what I've explained when I was talking about the features. You know, when you pick up a term assurance, you know, it's a form of life assurance. Yes, the term assurance, you know, we have said that it's very cheap. So when you pick it up, in case anything happens, the family has been, adequate provision would have been made for the family or for the beneficiary. Then it is affordable. So to the assured can afford it. Who is the assured? The person who is buying the policy is the assured. So it is very cheap. It is affordable for the assured. Now it helps the assured to leave a lasting legacy behind. How do I mean by that? I have a case when I first joined the industry. I heard of that incident. It's not my client, but I heard of a life incident that this person picked up. This man picked up a life policy. In less than a month, the man died, and the family of that man, in fact, they threw away the mother and the children. It was the only thing that woman was able to fall back on was the proceeds from the life assurance that the husband did. You know, so I mean that alone, it will last long in the mind of that woman and the children that if not for this thing that we're able to fall back on, you know, the family ripped them they chased them from the house, they took everything the man had. It was only the life assurance policy that the woman had to, and the woman was not even a working wife. I mean, it was that terrible. The woman was not even working. So it was the process of that life insurance that now the woman now collected and now started business, that she now begin to, you know, take care of the children. So I mean, it's a lasting, that particular thing will always ring in their mind. It's a lasting legacy. And it gives the assured the peace of mind that in case anything happens, he knows that, oh, at least the family will have something to fall back on. And it's also an expression of love. If we say we love our, any person we love, we know how we care for them. So, I mean, it shows your care, it shows your love. When you pick up a life assurance policy, it shows the extent of your love and care for your family, because you might not have the whole world, but at least if you have something that, okay, in case I'm not there, the family can still move on. It's an expression of your love for the family. I hope we can all relate with that. Now, let's look at the benefits. The last point I want to talk about, the benefit to the dependents. The benefit of the term assurance, as in the life assurance. So my topic is why the benefits of why life assurance is a benefit to the assured. And I told you that the next 5 to 6 weeks we'll be talking about it. So it's a series, it's going to be a series. So the benefit to the dependent, just like I cited in the example, that it provides financial support to the beneficiary. It's sad enough that you lose your loved ones. Then it is worse if, let's say, the breadwinner is the person that is gone. It is sad enough that you lose the breadwinner. Then it is worse that once the breadwinner is gone, the family becomes miserable. It's worse. It's a worse scenario. But if the family has something to fall back, if they have that financial support to fall back, know that, just like I explained when I was talking about benefits policy, you will not see you will not get that the subject matter of insurance. No, you won't get it back. Unlike if it is indemnity policy, like if it's car, that your car is stolen, it can be replaced. There is no replacement in benefit policy. That's why it's a compensation. So at least there will be compensation. Yes, we don't pray for such, but it's a reality. It does happen. So if it happens, at least the family, the dependents, the beneficiary, they have something to fall back on. It provides financial support to the dependents, of the assured. Now it provides a soft landing for the bereaved spouse. Just like the example I cited now, that that woman was ripped off of everything that the husband had. But thank God that the husband had the understanding of life insurance. That was what the woman could fall back on. And so it was a soft landing for her then. So it provides soft landing for the bereaved spouse. Then the only inheritance the extended family cannot deprive the immediate family of. Just like the example I just said. If you as the breadwinner of the house, of the family, you have everything. You have cars, you have even companies, you have cars, you have houses. The extended family can come back and chase your immediate family, as in your wife and children. They can chase them away from the house, from your car. But the life insurance will pick that, oh, let this be financial, support for them to fall back. Nobody can take it. So far you have made your family member, your immediate family member, your beneficiary, your next of kin when you are signing up the policy. So no family can go to insurance company to claim it. If you are not the named beneficiary, you cannot have access to it. So that's the beauty of life insurance. And just anybody cannot say, yes, I'm the brother and the family of this person. No, you must be the named beneficiary. So the benefits go to the intended beneficiary. So it's not a kind of inheritance, it's not a kind of estate that the family will come and rip your children off. So, and it's prolonged the memory, because that love will keep ringing in the mind of the dependent that, oh, thank God this thing was in place. And it does not leave them to be financially stranded. Your loved one will not be financially stranded. If you are the breadwinner of the family and you are no more, they will not be financially stranded. They will have direction. So this is what I'll be discussing today. The first series of my why life insurance is a benefit. So, just like I told us, this program is to enlighten us. It's not a kind of when you hear about life insurance, you say, no, it's not real. I will not die in Jesus' name, inshallah, I will not die. No, it's not about it. It's about having the understanding. It's about having full understanding and what start to gain, to benefit, and what or not will start to benefit. Yes, we don't always pray for evil to happen. Nobody wakes up to say, today, let evil befall me. No, we always pray for good. But even when you are praying for good, the most things they are being taken away, while the most devils, so to speak, they are left behind. So it happens, life happens. So when life happens, what will be what will your loved ones fall back on? Even though we all pray for long life and prosperity and we claim it and all that, but the reality is that when life happens and we have dependents, what will be their faith? So that is what I've discussed today, and I believe we can all relate with that. I want to leave out this time for questions. Please, if you have questions, kindly signify or just unmute and okay? Please unmute and ask your question, ma'am.
Okay, good evening, madam. Thank you so much for what you Thank you so much for what you're doing.
Thank you, ma'am.
I just need to clarify. Yeah, I want to clarify on you mentioned when you started this meeting today that this particular life assurance, your type of life assurance that you're talking about, you said something like 2,500 naira. I don't understand. Does it mean it's just 2,500 naira you need to subscribe for this one? And when something happens, when the eventuality happens, the family will be given 500,000. I don't understand. I need you to really clarify on that.
Okay, thank you. I will expatiate on it. I cited an example. I said it's the cheapest form of life insurance. So you buy it in units. A unit covered is 500,000. And in life insurance, age is a factor. So if you are less than 40 years, if you are less than 40 years of age, with 2,500 naira as a premium, you can buy a cover of 500,000 naira. That is one unit. So you cannot decide to say, okay, I want to buy 1 million units. It will be 2,500 times 2, which is 5,000 naira. So you can say, okay, I want to buy 1 million units. So it will not be 5,000 naira to buy a million cover. You cannot say, okay, I want to buy 10 units, which will not be 5 million. Do you understand? So okay. It is in units. So that's why I just cited the example that we just 2,500 naira. If your age is less than 40 years, you buy a 500,000 naira cover. Then
what about with above 50?
Yes, between 40 and 50, one unit is 3,750, and 50 and above is like 7,000 naira. Do you understand?
Okay, so that amount will be paid when? Is it monthly or yearly?
No, just once in a year.
Okay.
I said it's an annual.
I've not heard about this before.
Yes, it's an annual.
All right, thank you, madam.
Thank you. It's an annual plan. Yes. Do we have? I need more questions, please. Thank you so much. Who else is raising hand?
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't raise my hand, but I have a question.
Okay, please go ahead. Your name, please.
Okay. My name is Shade Nubi.
Okay. Oh, Madam Shade, good to have you.
Yeah,
on
good
this
evening,
call.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right then. Okay, so my question is, if you have a life assurance policy, like you've said, is it possible that, let's say, after like 5-10 years that you have been in the policy, you can take something out of it and then use out of it? Maybe you want to have an investment or something. Can you take out of your life insurance to do something?
Thank you, Madam Shade. Yes, I just told us that this, I'm starting a series today, which is the benefit of life assurance to the assured. And I've just talked about the first one, which is term assurance. So, but for this one, no. But in my subsequent meetings, yes, there's a plan like that, that when you have it, I mean, you can cash out. There will be maturity. Whether there is debt or not, there will be maturity. I hope I've been able to answer your question. I just said it's a series. So the one I've said today, no, but there is a policy like that you have asked that answer your question. Do you get it, ma'am? Madam Shade?
Yes, thank you very much. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Mr. Peter, kindly unmute and speak, sir.
Thank you very much, madam, for a wonderful presentation. Please, I just want to find out, what's the difference between this term insurance and life insurance? Because I have been seeing that they normally use them interchangeably, and I want to know the real difference between the two of them. That's the first question. Then the second question is that this term assurance is for what period? Is it that I'm going to pay the premium throughout my lifetime, or it's going to be for a period of years? So how does it work?
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Just like I said, I'm just starting a series today. So we'll be taking it one after. I will say answer your question, but I'm just trying to lay the foundation that it's a series. I just talked about term assurance. So there is one that you can pay, that you can pay it on off. Even this term assurance, I said it's an annual, but you can decide to pay 10-year premium at a time. We call it single premium. You can decide to say, okay, if you don't want to be renewing it every year, although it's an annual policy, but you can still say, okay, I'm paying for the next 10 years. Do you understand? So it depends on you, it's your choice, but the minimum is that it's an annual policy. You can be paying it annually. Do you understand? Then your first question, you said, what's the difference between term assurance and life insurance? Is that your question, sir?
Yes, that's my question.
Yes, I've just said that I'm starting a series on life insurance. And the first one, I said term assurance. But maybe you're asking the difference between insurance and assured and insured. The assurance, we always use it for life assurance. I don't know if I've been able to answer your question, but the term assurance is a type of life insurance. So okay, we use it intermittently, but when you hear assurance, it's talking about life. Insurance is talking about non-life, but we always use them intermittently. We always use them together or synonyms. Do you understand? I don't know whether I've been able to answer your question. Have I answered your question, sir?
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I need more questions.
Thank you very much, madam.
Okay. I need more questions. We still have few minutes to go. Do I have another one person with question? My contact is on the screen. If you have further information, okay. If you want to, maybe you want more clarification, or you want to pick up.
Yes, I want to ask further questions.
Okay, thank you, sir. Go ahead.
Okay. When somebody is taking this term assurance that you talked about, can a minor be mentioned as beneficiary in the policy.
Okay, thank you, sir. Yes, a minor can be a named beneficiary, but if a minor is going to be a named beneficiary, it will have to be they are attached to like a trustee. You let your trustee or your lawyer know about it, or whoever. Your spouse can be even if it's a man that is married with their children. If you not want to, if your children are still minor, you can pick them as your name beneficiary, and you may not use your spouse. But some people may not even want to use their spouse. You can pick up somebody you trust. But if you don't want to use an individual, it's better to use a corporation like a trustee to be, because if anything happens, minor will not be able to process it. So somebody who is of age, who is mature, must be named, must be there as a trustee. But for the purpose of trust and to tidy up things, if minor are your name beneficiary, you can let your lawyer know about it, or your trustee know. That is how you go about it if it is minor that is a named beneficiary. I believe I've been able to answer your question, sir.
Yes, another question.
Okay, sir.
Okay, let us assume that I am 60 years old now. I'm not yet 60. Okay. But if I'm 60, and then I think that I'm going to take my policy for 15 years, thinking that probably I'm going to die at 75.
Okay.
And I take term assurance for that 15 years. And God favors me after 15 years expiration. I refuse to die. Or God said you have to spend 20 years more. But what I signed in my policy is 15 years. So what will happen to my premium after the expiration of the policy?
Okay, just like I told you, we have different types of life insurance. I've just discussed the first one, which is term assurance. That is why I said term assurance is an annual policy. Then already, if one is 60, the maximum you can pick up life insurance is 5 years. Because at 65, you can't pick up life insurance again. Do you understand?
Yes, I'm at 60. I said at 60. I didn't say 65. 60.
At 60, the maximum you can pick is 5 years.
5 years, okay.
So
after 5 years.
After 5 years.
If I don't die, what will happen to my premium?
Just like your car insurance. If you insure your car insurance, if you insure it for the next 5 years, if you are insuring it every year, if you do not have cause to make a claim, nothing, you have enjoyed the peace of mind. Do you understand? That is insurance. Insurance, that is why you always pay small premium to get a large cover, because it may not. Why those who are happy are paying for those who are not happy in insurance. That's a layman definition of insurance. It's a pool of risk. So if nothing has happened, you have enjoyed the peace of mind. Have I been able to answer your question, sir? For this type of term assurance, though, we still have other things we'll talk about. For this type of the policy, for this type of term assurance I've explained today, I said this when I was talking about the features, that it has no surrender value. So this term assurance, it has no surrender value. So that is why we'll be discussing about different types in the next 5-6 weeks. Just like I told us that if we know the benefits in it, we will do it based on the survey I conducted. So for this type I've explained today, if you pick it for the next 15 years, if there is no death, there is no claim. It's only a claim only occur when there is death during the insurance period. During the insurance period. Have I been able to answer the question, sir?
Yes. And last question.
Thank you very much, sir.
Can I ask one more question?
Okay, go ahead. We have received signal, but you can still do it. Let me quickly attend to it before we sign off.
Okay. So I just want to ask, the premium to be paid, is it a function of the age?
Yes, I said it when I was explaining. It's according to age. Like the example I cited, I said if you are less than 40 years, you pay 2,005 to get a cover of 500,000. If you are between 50 and 60, you pay 3,750 to get a cover 1 unit, which is 500,000. So it's a function of age. Do you understand, sir?
Very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Our time is up. This meeting can go off, but I don't always like it to go off. I always want to end the meeting. So I want to appreciate everyone that have attended this meeting today. Madam Shade, your first time of joining, I want to say thank you for joining me. I want to say thank you to everyone that has joined me on this meeting. Next week is another time. Let's meet again next week, Wednesday, between 5:30 and 6 p.m. I really want to appreciate every one of us. Now, let me be able to, some have left. Mr. Femi Adigun, I want to appreciate you for joining me. Ofonime, I want to say thank you for joining me. And those on Facebook, I want to appreciate you.
You're breaking, madam. Thank you so much.
I want to say have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much. You have a great evening. Bye-bye.